Hi everyone, I hope y'all are doing fantastic, and I would like to wish y'all a Happy New Year's! I'm so excited to get closer to our goals, strive and thrive through and through. In today's video, we're going to cover 4 objectives. What's included in a budget? How to budget? Knowing the types of expenses? And lastly, reviewing the budget. Now that we're ready to go down the list, what's included in a budget? The simplest way I could gauge out on what it is income, expenses, and taxes. Think about this as money in, money out, and money loaned. A lot of us make our money through employment, and this type of revenue comes in 2 forms. The first is the rate in which we are paid. That's considered our gross income. This is before taxes. After taxes are deducted, this will be our take-home pay. So with every paycheck that we earn, we pay taxes at different rates. Some taxes I've included here are Social Security, income tax, federal, Medicare, and local. And a disclaimer on the income tax, based on the state you're from, you may not even have one. But still, my understanding for every American is to file their taxes. In a future video, I will be discussing about the W-4 form, which is very essential for everyone that's old enough to work. Our last point for our first objective is knowing the types of expenses. Here we can see 4 categories. There's fixed, variable, periodic, and miscellaneous. Fixed is your reoccurring bills. Variables are expenses that can change throughout the month, and periodic aren't as frequent as fixed. Miscellaneous is the I wants. Shout out to Google headquarters. They have some really good free resources that you can utilize on your budgeting journey. And I personally use Google Sheets to keep track of my spending habits and to create my budget. For our second objective, there's going to be 3 steps made to how to budget. The first one is listing out your income and expenses. I don't recommend you spitballing this out of your memory. Refer back to your bank account. And if you have direct deposit, it's also a great indicator to see how much income is coming in throughout the month. On the left-hand side, there's a general outline to give you an idea on how to do the calculations for your budget. Now consider we're focusing on making a monthly budget. So it's understood that we may not be paid at the same frequency, but no matter, make sure you have the total amount you would make at the end of the month. Now, let's just say I'm at a negative budget. My budget is at a deficit. Now, before I can freak out and pull out my hair, let's remember, our finances are something we can work on. It's in our control. We can take some action. The habit of budgeting will let you know where you're at currently with your financial health, where your money is going, and what actions you can take to get to where you want to be. I love analogies, so think about this as your guided map. You won't easily get as lost if you have this to refer to. It'll get you the places to where you want to be. The second step to budgeting is evaluating changes, and we will be including our financial goal in this step. So I, for one, know most of my money goes towards eating and drinking out. Instead, I could buy groceries and cook at home. This would save me in the long term. So we are going to include the SMART goal method. S stands for specific. So to eat out less so I can save more money, I need to buy groceries and cook more at home. M stands for measurable. I'll be using previous expense sheets list and also updating my current one. A is attainable. So I estimated about $1,000 I would be saving in 1 year. R is realistic. So to have my budget being realistic, I can't completely eliminate that variable expense, but I can limit it. T is time bound, and this serves as your deadline. The last step to budgeting is following through and maintaining. Think about this like working out. You're not going to expect immediate results by one gym visit. It's consistency. It's built over time. Which brings us to the last objective here today, reviewing the budget. And when you do this step, you're engaging in cash flow analysis, observing how the money moves in and out. And there's 4 steps to this. The first is to total all your income for the month. Second, from gross to net, subtract your taxes. Third, total your expenses for the month. And fourth and final step for today, subtract total expenses from their net income, in which you will have the conclusion on where you stand currently. I hope you found this video helpful today, and I'm also open for recommendations, so if you know a good budgeting channel, please comment below.